regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Willis. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Play action, Willis.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets him ready.
At the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action with Willis.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Eluding the pressure. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. 4th down, Willis. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game.
And, it'll be intercepted.
Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Buying time to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Willis.
This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. 21-0 our score after 1.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
3rd down. Here's Algier.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
On the return, Jackson.
54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On second, here's Algier.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Algier going straight ahead.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Youngway Koo on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Steps away.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Algier now up the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys that had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Algier.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
160 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Ridder will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he dropped down here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Willis now off play action. Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing. Trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff to Algier. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
10 seconds.
Here's Algier. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Second and long. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use?